two things. One, medicine is primarily people, secondarily science. The reason why I say that is because if you are only someone who loves science, then you should probably go into the research route, not the medicine route. But if you are someone who has a passion for people and you also too love science and you love problem solving, then medicine is a good route for you. And that's one of the things that I found and I noticed. Being the oldest of four children, I naturally grew up as kind of like a caretaker, which is also too an example of a physician. A physician, to some extent, is a caretaker, a caregiver. They take care of the sick people. And so for me, growing up, I was surrounded also too by a lot of sickness. My mom, she had heart disease. My father had a tumor on his kidney, which had to be removed. His old kidney had to be removed. My mother's father, my grandfather, died from heart disease. And for me, I was a very curious child. I would ask a lot of questions because for me, I wanted to understand. I wanted to know what was going on with them. And I think that that is also too at the heart of medicine, is that you have to have a level of curiosity. And for me, that's something it is that I knew that I had. And so combining all those things together, the passion for people, just to know people, compassion, empathy, those kind of characteristics are what are hallmarks of a physician. Those are things that, for me, I've been told that I have, and that in my own reflections I see that I have, that will be beneficial for me as a physician. And the other thing, too, that I like to share with people is Aristotle has a quote that I love. My mentor shared with me, which is, "Your giftings, talents, and abilities meet the needs of this world. That's where purpose lies." So you have to figure out what your gifting, your talents, your abilities are. And then from there, you really discover purpose, because then you start to realize, how is it that I'm going to use this compassion, this empathy, this curiosity, this love for science, this love to take care of people, this love for leadership, this love for service? How am I going to take those giftings and talents and abilities and meet a need that is in our society? And so I think that the more it is that I investigated my giftings, talents, and abilities and started to see where the needs were and how I could link the two, that's when I started to really see that medicine was the route for me. And I think that also too took some practical things, like shadowing a physician was really important. I did research for several years as well, which made me see that research wasn't only for me. Like, I couldn't see myself only doing research. I needed to have that human element where it is that I could speak to someone and help solve their medical issues and needs. And so that's what was, for me, how it is that I kind of came to medicine. And during my college years, to be quite honest with you, I was discouraged from doing it. And I wasn't sure if this was the route for me, but through really taking the time to ask other people questions who were physicians, other people who were in the pre-med route, doing some just self-reflection, and really asking myself tough questions. That's where it is that I was able to come to medicine is what I wanted to do. And then also too, it's a step. It's a step of faith. You have to just take that step and just go for it at times, because I feel like there'll never be anything that you're fully certain about. And so you just have to take that leap and just go for it.